Alright, this is the CIA psychic sees Russian submarine being built. Dream girl. I write notes. Yeah. uh, I wrote notes before I even, look stuff up. Because, I either get, information on certain things that I should do, or, it just looks like a good idea. And I had this in my journal for a while, and I was like, Dream Girl, it's like that CIA thing. So I looked up the CIA thing. Sure enough, it is that type of thing. So, yeah. Psychics usually have a high conscious level where they can see things past their bodies or whatever. So we have joyfulness. We have having a good time, creating feelings of pleasure from entertainment, well-being, attempting a function where there is much joy and laughter. Okay, and harmony amongst friends and loved ones. Alright, and then we have thought. We have planning, contemplation, and decision. The thinking process, study, meditating on your problems, digesting information, a form of daydreaming. Okay. Then we have a surprise. We have findings or recognition. Okay. And then we have the Six of Wands. We have success and a hot date. We have death. We have saying goodbye, farewell, finalization, the endings. Then we have a letter. We have an answer, approval, application, document, contract, a message via any mode of communication, news, brings change one way or the other, a new opportunity or challenge arises. We have a messenger. So we have an announcement or invitation, waiting for the results or a phone call. There is an important message that you need to convey or let others know about. It's the number 2. And we have the number 1. Maybe something from the past is incorporated into your life. Wise decisions, alternatively, unyielding way, and rough thinking. Fear of aging, running out of time. Any war thing is a good thing. Okay, so we have judgment, we have elevation, and we have the right choice. So, with the good old days, around the time my grandparents were alive, there was a lot of wars. Some of the wars were really brief. Some of them were Cold Wars. Some of them were actual wars that we fought. So, seeing a submarine from the Russian Soviet Union being built was a big deal, because they didn't know what type of weapons the Russians had at the time, because they couldn't really see in. Nobody was seeing out. Nobody was even worried about it. It was like Wonkaville, but with weapons. So there was a lot of speculation, and then there was a psychic that actually saw it being built and had to rush to the CIA to tell them, or to tell the presidents. So big deal. Okay, we have gossip dies when it hits wise ears. We have psychedelic. We have so you want to be a badass. Show your heart to everyone. We have dwarf. Okay, and then we have life would be a lot more fun if everybody's middle name was motherfucker. Or motherfucking. So yeah, it's more epic than a action movie, I guess. And then we have be the change that you wish to see in this bitch. And then we have a mine shaft. We have if you won't say it to a friend, don't say it to yourself. We have beauty. Then we have you are not required to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. We have the Lambeth. So, with all this language in this reading, it has to do with the Navy. Navy would know. The Navy was on high alert looking for submarines, and they were on high alert. The colorful language of swearing like the sailor comes from the Navy, and fishermen and anybody who's on the sea, to be honest with you, because they're fighting against the elements and they have nothing else to do but survive if possible. So they were on high alert looking for these submarines in the Atlantic and the Pacific and other oceans all over the world. And they did find one. That was the prototype, I guess. To confirm that this psychic was telling them the truth about the Russians building a submarine. So they sent in spies to see how many they had. But anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, hopefully this was enjoyable for you, and you can look up more about the CSI psychic that sees a Russian submarine being built. A lot of fun. A lot of speculation, a lot of spy things in there too. If you look on the right website, a lot of fun. So I will see you in the next reading. Have fun looking that up. It's a lot of fun to read about wartime and other stuff like that. My grandfather was in the army, so he was one of those glider pilots. He was going into Indonesia and all the islands, bringing food and supplies, guns, ammo, stuff like that. He had a matter of seconds to get in and out of those places, and there was all those Komodo lizards everywhere, so you can imagine. It's a lot of gunfire back and forth, and just to get out, it took so long to get out. He had seconds. He's like, there was a couple seconds where somebody would have got me, like, bullets were like coming in, and like you'd feel the shrapnel like hit your face, and you'd be running off the beach. So he was like, yeah, there was shrapnel everywhere. It was ridiculous. But yeah, he was just like, I would never trade my life for anything, but I saw a lot of people die or be in grave peril or starving, and he's like, you don't wish that on your worst enemy. So he was a Libra, so he loved everybody, and him being in the war in the first place was a big deal for him. So anyway, I'll see you later. Okay, bye.